Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Hexen. In the last episode we made our first attack into the Castle of Grief, and we found and solved the clock puzzle, as well as finding the portal to the Forsaken Outpost. And here in the Forsaken Outpost we found two strange books, the Libra Obscura and the Demon Codex, and we also found this portal here that leads to this secret map of this hub, and as I mentioned, you will have to pull the puzzle switch in the secret map of the second hub in order to get here. According to sources on the internet, you will also have to complete the secret map of the first hub, the Bright Crucible, but the game makes no explicit reference to this, so I don't know if it's true or not, but for now we are gonna do this map here, because there's really not any better time to do it later in the game, so let's head on in. And we are now in the Desolate Garden. I like this secret map, this is a fun little one. You want to start by taking out these two Chaos Serpents up there, and once they're dead, come over here and do the same to these Dark Bishops, because they can be quite a nuisance for your activities down here. A bunch of Ettins will come out at you, but you can just take them out. As they come. There we go. We have a 3x3 grid here, and we are gonna have to play a bit of whack-a-mole, because periodically a switch will pop up in one of the 8 squares that makes up the perimeter of this grid here, and the more switches that pull, the more we will be able to progress into the level. So let's start here, and each time you pull a switch, a random monster will teleport in. After 2 switches have been pulled, the elevator here will activate. Be ready for the 3 Chaos Serpents that are up here. Alright. And you can grab some ammo. Come back down. And pull another switch. After the 4th switch has been pulled, the elevator over on this side activates. And again, be ready to take out some Chaos Serpents and a Dark Bishop. I don't think I made that. Pick up some more mana, and once you come back down here again after having been up on both sides, the wedge thing here that separates the 2 sides will lower to release a Chaos Serpent, as well as grant you a Crater of Might, which is always nice. Alright. So let's get back to pulling some switches. After the 6th switch has been pulled, this area up here opens up. And you can just come up here and deal with all these Afrits. There are some Ettins in this area here to the right. And if you come in here, there are a lot of centaurs, which we are just gonna take out with the good old Blood Scourge. Oh no, we're trapped and the water is rising. You want to come back down here quickly and dispose of this slaughter here, and then, once the water has risen high enough, press this skull switch. That causes the water level to drop again and opens the door leading out. Take out the Chaos Serpent and pick up another part of your fourth weapon. You can actually collect all 3 parts of your fourth weapon in this map if you haven't done so previously. Come over to the other side and deal again with a whole row of Afrits. Alright. Once all 8 switches have been pulled, which should be now, unless I'm mistaken, yes, a switch will rise here in the center square. So pull it, and immediately a whole host of Dark Bishops will teleport in, so be ready for a fight. It's not particularly difficult because you have a lot of room to maneuver here, but of course so do they, and they will enjoy darting around. Once they're all dead, you can come back up into this area here. And now a passage will have opened in here, which reveals the exit, as well as the last piece of the fourth weapon. Once you've grabbed all the goodies you need, there's nothing more to do here, so let's head back. And this will put us back at the Forsaken Outpost. We're also done here, so let's head back to the Castle of Grief. Sorry, getting a bit ahead of myself there. I really like the ticking sound of the clock, by the way. We are now gonna ride this platform up to the portal switch, and we're gonna move on. We are now in the gibbet, and we start up here in this enclosed room, and you pull the switch to lower the platform. Immediately when you get down here, you are greeted by a whole host of Afrits, as well as a stalker in the central pool. You want to clear out these Afrits as fast as possible and then deal with the stalker. Alright. Just gonna clear out these Ettins here, there we go. So let's start exploring this area here. The idea of this level is that we are now in the upper floor of the tower in the center of the castle. We have a hypostyle room in here with some pillars and a whole lot of Dark Bishops. You want to lure these Dark Bishops up to the entrance so you can thin them out a bit before you head in. Because if you run in there and get surrounded by Dark Bishops on all sides, it can be pretty dangerous. Alright, I think that was... No, we seem to have a few more, so... there we go. There's one more over there. There we go, I think that was all of them. Health up a bit if you need it. You can find this stained glass window here with the picture of the mage. You want to smash it and immediately switch to the Arc of Death, because a Slaughter will be released, and lure him a bit away from the wall and then try and take him out, preferably without him being able to get a shot off on you. There we go. And pick up the Arc of Death in here for some extra mana, and then you want to press that switch. That raises this bridge here, so you can get over to this statue. We saw a statue very similar to this at the Forsaken Outpost, but this one seems to be missing the head. So, yeah, wonder what that's about. You can smash the stained glass windows here for some extra goodies. This stained glass window, by the way, just releases another Slaughter, so no reason to disturb him. But these two both has a quartz flask. Let's continue on and come to this area. There is a lot of enemies up in this room, both Slaughters, Centaurs, Dark Bishops and Hexen. So we're just gonna take the Blood Scourge to thin their ranks a bit. Use some flechettes if you have to. Incidentally, you want to be extremely careful here, because this area is a crusher trap, and while you can get in to get the quartz flasks if you're very quick, you probably will take a lot of damage doing so, and yeah, I generally don't bother. Just make sure we have killed off everything here. There we go. Can really see here the view from the castle where we have the moat in the background. There don't seem to be any other details from the castle below, however, but still very nice outlook. Again, be careful of the crusher trap, and then just kill off any remaining stragglers. These flechettes here are also crusher traps, by the way, so don't bother with those. Yeah, that's all we can do in here for now. So let's continue on. We have a door here which needs the axe key. We don't have that yet. Just gonna grab a bit of mana here. And some health. There was a combined mana here if I remember. Yes. So we come to this corridor down here. And there doesn't really seem to be anything here except these inconspicuous bookcases. I wonder if we can... oh, yes. Now in here you want to kill in that Slaughter in that case there as fast as possible, because he can be very dangerous. There we go. Yeah, if you don't kill off that Slaughter immediately, he will just stand in there and shoot out at you and be all obnoxious. This bed here is yet another crusher trap. This level is really fond of them, so don't be tempted to go for the crystal vial there. And we have a door here which needs the dungeon key. Ooh, that sounds ominous. Can come over to this bookshelf here and press it to get down into this basement area here. There we go. There are a couple of dark bishops up there that you can kill off now, saves you having to do it later, because we will get up to that area in due course. But otherwise, just pull the switch to lower the elevator and head back up. When you killed the Slaughtoin, the door opened here into a back area with yet more centaurs, which we're just gonna kill off real quick. And there's some goodies in here among these barrels that you can grab. Be extremely careful, however, because that pit is bottomless and will kill you if you fall into it. Whoops, almost did there. Yeah, these two flechets here can be a bit tricky to get, because for some reason you can't pick them up while you're standing on top of the barrel, so yeah, we might come to those later. This area is a bit tricky, so I am just gonna make a save game, because I tend to fail a lot here. You can jump over and grab the dragon skin bracers and then pull this switch. That removes this platform here, so you now have a bottomless pit to contend with. And this jump here is extremely tricky. Oh, I made it. Nice. Pulling that switch opens a door in the area behind the door here, needing the dungeon key. So we'll get to that later, but we might as well do it now. That's all we can do here for now, so let's check out the other bookcase. Again, you want to keep to the far wall when you push it, otherwise you can get crushed when the bookcase rotates. And we are now in the library, it seems. And incidentally, we have a couple of books, so maybe this is where the books came from. Maybe we have to put them back in their proper place. Let's see if we can find a bookcase that's missing. That's missing some books, shall we? See, no, not here, but oh, wait, here. It seems like we have 2 books missing, so let's pop them in. And they fit! And the back spell Corax. Corax, that sounds ominous. Anyway, popping in the book releases all these dark bishops, so you want to dispose of those real quick. Just need a bit of extra health here. And popping in the book also lowered every other bookcase, and in the center one here we have an item that is Yorik's skull. Perhaps that goes with the statue we saw earlier, so let's try that out. So yeah, incidentally, if you come here before you've been to the Forsaken Outpost to find the 2 books, you can just get back to the Castle of Grief by using the portal here. Just gonna grab some extra flechets. Alright. And it fits! And trust me, just get out now, it's easier that way. Because after the earthquake subsides, the majority of the floor in here vanishes, leaving a bottomless pit. But we also heard the sound of some water running, and if we come over here now, we can see that a hole has appeared in the middle of this pond here, revealing another teleport switch. So let's try press that real quick. And now we're in the sewers by the looks of things. This map is actually called the Effluvium, and Effluvium is just a fancy word meaning either a foul smell or wastewater. So I guess that's fitting for this level. Anyway, we're just gonna pick off these Ettins here. And there are some stalkers here, so be very careful. I guess this would be the one place you would certainly expect to find stalkers. There are only these two in here right now, but you can jump back up and then find the switch here. When you press it, two things happen. One is that the portal here is revealed. This just leads back to the gibbet. The other thing that happens is that the wall here drops, releasing more stalkers and allowing us access to this hallway here. And if you come in here, you sort of have this inconspicuous room here where we can see out through the grates, and looks like something that might be a key there. But there doesn't really seem to be a way out, but I wonder, this wall segment here seems to be a bit out of place, so aha! A secret door. You want to clear out all these slaughters and centaurs out here quickly. In the usual fashion. Ah! Ow! Got a bit stuck there. Anyway, we managed it. And did I pick it up already? I think I did. Yes, I did. What we just picked up there was the dungeon key, and we already know where we need to use that. So let's head on back to the gibbet. So we come down here and take the first bookcase to the right. And by the way, the dungeon key door opens outward, and if you don't get out of the way, you can't get crushed against the wall. So we're just gonna come in here. See, this is the room where we killed two dark bishops from down there. So now we are in here. There's a switch here that you want to pull. Doing so, if you come back to this room here, has now lowered a staircase here. Still be careful to not fall into this pit, and here we have a portal. So let's see where that takes us. And we are now in the dungeons. What horrors awaits us within, though, we will have to find out in the next episode. So thanks for watching, and see you soon. Love the view here, by the way. You can almost see the moat. Fuck my life.